Let's talk about AEDY and the top 5 things you need to know. So what is AEDY? An Alternative Education for Disruptive Youth (AEDY) program is a program approved by the Pennsylvania Department of Education (PDE) to provide a temporary placement for disruptive students in grades 6 through 12. Students placed in an AEDY program continue to make academic progress towards graduation and work to remedy disruptive behavior through counseling and other behavioral interventions. AEDY placements are used only as a last resort after all other behavioral interventions have failed to remedy the student's disruptive behaviors. These are the top 5 things you need to know about AEDY. AEDY is a temporary placement for a disciplinary purpose. It is not a student or parent choice, and students may only be placed in AEDY if their behavior meets the threshold of one or more of these 6 criteria. Every 45 school days, a formal periodic review is required, including for students who have been expelled. The team, including the student, parent, LEA representative, AEDY program coordinator, and other LEA or AEDY program staff as appropriate, will meet to review the student's time in placement. The team will review behavioral data to determine if the student has met their goals and also discuss academics, attendance, and team input. Information reviewed during this meeting determines if the student will remain in placement or exit the program. Students may only remain in placement if they have not yet met their behavioral goals related to the behavior of concern. Students who are expelled will remain in placement through the end of their expulsion agreement. However, for these students, new goals are developed as their previous behavioral goals are met to support the student's continued behavioral growth while in placement. While it is appropriate to write additional goals, only the goal or goals related to the behavior of concern may determine the student's placement status. Within the first 5 days of placement in the program, a behavioral assessment must be completed, behavioral goals related to the behavior of concern must be written, and information from that behavioral assessment is used to write these goals. And an initial formal periodic review must be written to include this information. While seated in AEDY, students receive a variety of supports based on their individual needs. All students are provided with 2.5 hours or more of counseling in group and/or individual settings. Supports are different at each AEDY program and can include additional interventions, as well as increasing the time and intensity of existing interventions. Thanks for joining me on today's pop-up practice, where practice makes progress. Be sure to check out the pop-up practices playlist for more.